And welcome back to the Dukes. My name's Ayden Roberts-Jones. Thank you for everyone that's been watching the last few videos. We've been talking a lot about grip, also posture positions. We're now moving on to this session as far as ball position, the relevance of a good ball position. It's something that you guys might already do successfully anyway, but it's always something that you really need to keep an eye on, making sure it's, obviously consistent through the golf bag. It can be quite a common problem that you see a lot of people with. I feel as if I'm setting up to it good, I'm swinging well it, but I'm creating all different kinds of shots. That's really why it's important to check these things, because if the ball position is bad, doesn't matter how well you're swinging it, you're just not going to be able to hit a good golf shot. I'm going to keep it nice and basic for you today. I brought out 3 different golf clubs. I have my pitching wedge, a 5-iron, and also the driver, and just showing how I would promote teaching people a good ball position. So starting off with the pitching wedge, which is a shorter club in the bag. As you're probably already aware, that you want to be really getting the ball position very much central into the stance. A lot of things that you can kind of see, especially from more of a beginner started level, they'll start to get the ball position further forward into the stance. What will happen there is the hands will sit slightly behind the back of the ball. It will promote a little bit more kind of wrist flicking through. It will obviously add loft to the club. The ball might be scooped up into the air, it won't produce a very penetrating shot. But also as well is that, if the ball position is supposed to be natural in the middle, if the ball position is too far ahead, the club can come down and start to hit the ball on the way up. This is why the ball will roll along the ground. So make sure you're checking that. The ball position staying middle of the stance is going to be from a 6-iron, 7, 8, 9, pitching wedge, sand wedge, and a lob wedge if you carry it in the bag. Moving on up to the 5-iron, obviously it gets a lot longer, the club angle, a lot less loft on the club. So what I try and look at is that if we start the ball position middle, I'll slightly move one ball position further forward, so we're starting to gradually get towards the left foot here. Because the club is a lot longer, a lot less loft, with the shorter clubs we're able to attack into the back of the ball because it's got the loft to pop the ball up into the air. With the longer clubs, we really want to try and create more of a sweeping effect. As you can see, I've got the ball on the tee here, but even if it was just off the turf, by having the ball position a little bit further forwards, it'll create a slightly shallower angle of attack, not going to produce as big a divot as what you generally see with a pitching wedge or 9-iron. So moving on up from there, and if you're moving through the irons from a 4-iron, 3-iron, if you carry a 2 or 1-iron, you're always moving one ball width towards the left foot. And as you gradually get up to the longest club in the bag, the driver, you really want to be getting your ball position nice and close on the inside of the left heel there. So what this is really promoting when you're really making the swing is you're hitting the ball a little bit more on the up. You're sweeping the ball off the top of the tee. That will really get your optimum trajectory and a more successful shot. As you can see here, I've obviously popped down the pole down here. If you don't have a pole like this back home, you can just put down a golf club. It's the easiest way of checking it rather than having nothing there and trying to guess where it is. You might find when you go out and practice this that this is something that you do successfully anyway, but it's something that you always really need to kind of concentrate on. Again, if you've got any questions, you can always email me at aroberts-jones@allcoursehotel.co.uk. Thank you very much for listening. For the next sessions, we're going to be talking about width of stance and the importance of that. Hopefully catch you then. Thank you.